guys, welcome back to another meal prep with us. This is technically the third week, as in our last video we meal prepped for 2 weeks worth. So we are back today cooking a brand new set of meals for the coming week. Dean and I have actually decided that we are going to do weekly meal preps instead of fortnightly meal preps. Just for quantity reasons, we struggled last week, or the week before, sorry, to cook enough food for the next 2 weeks. So we've decided to do a weekly prep instead of a fortnightly. I just think it's a lot easier, and we'll be able to also include a little bit more variety in terms of what we choose to make. So I'm currently on my way to Dean's place at the moment, and we are going to head over to Coles and get all the ingredients that we need. This week we're going to do a casserole with rice. Not sure what type of casserole yet. We will decide when we get to the supermarket. But in terms of the review in how we went for the last 2 weeks with the meals, it was pretty easy. Like, I didn't struggle too much. I probably struggled on the last Thursday and Friday that we had the meals, because I was pretty over the chicken and I was over the vegetables as well as the potatoes, and I think that's why we've decided to do a weekly prep instead of a making meals for 2 weeks, because it means that we'll be cooking more, but it means we'll be making less, which is a lot easier on us as well. It can just be a little difficult trying to find a day in the week to make the meals, but we'll be right. We'll figure it out. I will check in with you guys when we are on the way to the supermarket, which will be in a couple of minutes, so I will catch you then. Bye! So we are currently on the way to Coles to get all of our ingredients for the casserole. We have already chopped up our potatoes and we've got our onions ready. What did you think of the last 2 weeks?
Yeah, it was good.
Easy? Hard?
No, it was pretty easy. Like, I don't mind. I can kind of get used to eating the same thing every day.
Yeah. How about sauce? Because I was saying before that I got really over the sauce because it was not.
I don't know. For me, I didn't really get that over, to be honest. I did have the last 2 days actually.
Yeah, I said
no
the same
sauce.
thing. Yeah.
But no, it was good. Like, I quite liked it. I reckon it was. We do have to learn about we didn't make enough.
Yeah, and I was saying that to them before as well. Like, I don't think we made enough.
Yeah, but look, we have to realise that making for both of us as well.
Yeah, so it's like 2 weeks for each person.
Yeah.
There's what? Five. That's 10 days for me. 10 days of food and 22 containers.
Yeah.
And each container needs to have a solid amount of food because, like, we work, so we obviously get super hungry. Like, by the time lunch rolls around, I know I do anyway, so
yeah, like, I felt like I ate it in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, and I actually also noticed I was having something after it. So I was having an apple as soon as I finished my meal. I was having at least like a piece of fruit.
Yeah, I was eating peanuts and stuff.
Yeah, and we were munching on a lot more, and I almost found myself munching on snacks before lunch so that I wasn't like starving, because then I knew that I would munch on like chocolate or lollies or whatever, and I still did, like, not gonna lie, but
you can't have it in your it's
because it's not a.
I reckon making this casserole would probably.
Yeah, because a casserole is like a pot of.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Just make like a big.
Yeah, you make a massive pot, and there'll be plenty, I think.
Yeah, and you can always add more rice in your food.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, rice takes like 10 minutes to boil, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, on a pot.
And rice also goes up.
Yeah.
It's not too. We're not. We want to. Obviously, we're doing it to be healthy and stuff like that, which it's fine. But it's not like we're doing it to like cut weight or.
No.
We're not like cutting, or we're not like.
We're not dieting. We're just doing it to.
Just to sort of eat healthy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. So we've just pulled up at the supermarket. We'll catch up with you guys later on once we have got all of our ingredients, and we will do a bit of a haul of everything that we've bought.
Bye.
Bye! So this is the produce that we bought for this week's meal prep. We have jasmine rice, pumpkin, beans, carrots, 2 zucchinis, and we also decided to buy some diced lamb to all go with a satay sauce. Dean is currently preparing the rice, which is going in a rice cooker, which we are going to do for about half an hour so it sits in there and cooks really well. And we're going to get started on chopping all the veggies, marinating the meat, and all that kind of thing. So all of the veg, meat and sauce are in the pot right now, basically casseroling. What's the word? Stewing? Stewing up, and we're basically just gonna let all of that cook and simmer until the sauce and everything comes to a thick consistency and everything's really soft, and yeah, we have our rice cooking over here, which is doing pretty well. It's just sitting in the, what's it called? Rice cooker? Yeah, sitting in the rice cooker. See, usually I'm used to my mum boiling rice in a pot.
Same thing.
It's the same thing, but I'm just used to the timing of a pot and stuff like that. But yeah, so this one was a lot more of a easier process, I think. Chuck it all in a pot, cut it all up, and it's done. So we're gonna tidy up, clean up, get out our containers, and then start sorting out all the food.
Good enough.
So this is about 7 cups of rice. And how much water did you use?
Oh, I don't know how much water. It just says 7 cups of rice. Does this much matter of this much water?
Well, 7 cups of rice.
Yeah, I'm a machine. That's smart. Little coffee break whilst everything is basically simmering and our next lot of rice is cooking as well. This process has been a lot easier than our last cook. Yeah, maybe we're just getting used to it, I'm not sure, but it was just a lot easier to cut everything, chop everything, get it in the rhythm of what to do. And yeah, Dean and I actually work pretty well in the kitchen together. He basically deals with a lot of the meat side of things, I deal with a lot of the veggie side of things, and then we basically just bring it all together, and that's how it's been working for us. So yeah. Okay guys, so as you can see, I am back in my car. All the meal prep is done, as you saw from the last clip. And then I had a little bit of family time with Dean's family, so I didn't want to film or finish off the video whilst I was spending time with family. So I'm on my way home now and everything is done. I'm so happy with the way that all of the containers turned out. We had plenty of food and we actually used a pretty decent sized pot for the stew because of the fact that we had so many containers to fill. So we ended up deciding to go with diced lamb, which was pretty cheap. For any of you who are deciding to maybe do meal prep or wanting to do your own lunches, please try and stay away from Coles or Woolworths. Obviously they have fresh produce as well. It's just the prices are very different. A lot of fresh markets in your local area will probably have a lot cheaper. For all the beans, the zucchini, all of those vegetables that you guys saw me chop up, that cost us $5 altogether
$5 for the beans, $5, and of course it's measured by weight, so they obviously it obviously gets done by the amount that you put into your bags. But honestly, it's so convenient, and that's basically it. You have literally done your lunch for the week, and that's awesome. And I think doing a week is just so much better because of the fact that it allows us to just cook whatever we want next week, and that way it'll be so much easier. Like I said, I can't wait to get next week's video up for you guys. It also means you guys get weekly content from me. But please let me know in the comments below if you are enjoying this meal prep with us series or journey, because I know that I'm really enjoying doing these types of videos. And if it's something that you'd like to see more of, then please keep watching, because next week we'll be back with another recipe and another meal prep. So thank you guys for watching. I love you, and I will see you soon.